Georgetown, get ready for it. When Royal Productions alongside Iris present Shamrock Bird Night Exception Concert Part 2 on Saturday, May 30th, 2026. The Girls Guide Pavilion comes alive. Live performances by Nature Boy, Mario Keane, Ezzy Ratcliffe, Rallo, Wi-Fi, Maribel, Stumpy, God I King 9, Firefred, Alabama, Upliftment, Bally's, and Ja Isla, all backed by the live trumpet sound band with MC Chow Pow. Music provided by DJ Mark and DJ Safi. So make sure you log in that date. It's Exemption Concert Part 2.
DJ Savage and DJ Fearless presents the official Pink and White Affair, the Ladies Edition. 23rd of May, 2026 at T's Tasty Delight, Lot 20, Henrietta, $100 for the biggest female crew. Music by DJ Vibe from Berbice, DJ Savage, Fearless, Cobra Entertainment, Faya, Platinum, and a surprise DJ. No drinking of alcohol under the age of 18.
Some gal only pretty pan holiday. Turn up.
Shine Bright Promotions present Hype Over Fashion. Hype Over Fashion. Fire Feelings Birthday Celebration.
Thick man, badam, bumbo, clad rich.
Spring Color Sexy Edition. Hype Over Fashion. Saturday, May 30th, 2026 at 440 S. Charlton Road, Stone Mountain, Georgia. Music by Fire Impact International, Alliance Family, DJ Reds, and Negus British. Hype Over Fashion. Fire Feelings Birthday Celebration. Spring Color Sexy Edition on Saturday, May 30th. Doors open from 10 p.m. This event is sponsored by Shine Bright Promotions. Let's Talk the Things TV, FF Vibes Radio, and Eventry Consultancy.
Just fuck a girl from Brooklyn. Stush thing.
Well, what a brand new day, but I like do road and see if I could link one of me brethren them, but cause you done this the weekend. I see if I could link my dog. We're going on broski, we're going on germs, everything good. You right there, so you know it's Friday and you don't know we ready for party, dog. Yeah, so you don't know we got hit a club tonight. Yeah, bro, you don't know we got party, but if we're going on germs, it's something I want to tell you long. Remember as a brethren, it's gotta be real to your brethren them. Them spot on your face, bro, you gotta do something about them thing, buddy, on a real life level, bro. You know, we don't admire man and them thing, but you're my G, you understand? I like cancer like trying for get a cream or get something for sort out this thing with G and me finding nothing. Germs here going on. You know is your dog. I got a solution. You ever hear about the skincare solution for all ages? What skincare solution for all ages you're talking about, man? Yeah, germs. I got a sister named Shelly Campbell. She got a skincare for all ages. It's the #1 direct selling skincare company in the world, bro. I'm using it. Bro, you don't tell me nothing all the time. By germs, I trying to let you know what's going on like you don't dep or nothing, dog. Are you ever going on? Collect this number and call the woman, buddy. Where's the number, bro? The number is 917-602-8456. Or you could follow her on IG at MK_Shelly3. Yeah, telling you? 917-602-8456. Germs, why you gonna call this woman and get your package, bro? Yo, again and do the now. No more land. Tell we cancel this party tonight. Come in there in them thing, but I want this thing go away. You understand? So again, I call Shelly. No.
My business, make money.
Planet to take. Oh, not again, man, not again. Chaja, I got to get this engine fixed. Oh, shucks. Hey, like me, bro. Hey, what going on there? What going on, germs? Hey, days, dog. Right now, me head hot to me, bro. Me engine ain't starting. Where me engine ain't starting? Not the other day you fix your engine. But I mean, nobody's man ain't do a good work or what, right? I want to know what part I could get me engine fixed, bro. Alright, don't say 40. I got to help you out, because you know you're my brother. Excitement. Hey, what going on? It's all about E&F General Auto Repair Inc., bro. These man, them specialize in everything when it comes to your car. Your engine, your wheel, you know what I mean? Your carburetor. Whatever it is, bro, these man is the man them go fix your vehicle. Alright, well, like no part these people them then, man. These people are located at 5731 Cooper Avenue. Yeah, Glendale, Queens. You understand? You could contact them on 347-844-9333 or 347-357-8723 or 646-972-8828. It is enough number. Well, all three them number, you must get onto them, man. You never going on me way wasting no more time about it. I gonna deal with this engine now. Alright, do your thing, Germs. You don't know. It's all about A and F. General Auto Repair Inc. Best auto mechanic them. Definitely, guys. You understand? Alright.
Me darker than midnight, me darker than cool.
Planning to take a trip to Guyana? Planning to do a tour in Guyana? Well, this is the ideal company for you to call. And we're talking about Matthews 24-hour bus service, city and nature tours. Airport trip, church trip, family outing, local tour, river tour, Kaichor Fall tour, Entori, Amarinian Village, Suriname, and Brazil tour. Matthews 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. You guys could contact them on 592-639-2663, 592-673-2348. Let me give you back that number, 592-639-2663 or 592-673-2348. You guys could also follow him on Facebook at Matthews 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. Yes, guys, or you could contact Matthew direct with this number here, 639-2663. That's 639-2663. Matthews 24-hour bus service, city and nature tour. Planning a tour? Well, definitely you guys need to check this out. Matthews 24-hour bus service and nature tour. Get there. Do not wait for next year.
Shine Bright Promotions present Hype Over Fashion. Hype Over Fashion. Fire Feelings. Birthday Celebration.
Thick man, bad and bumbo clad rich.
Spring Color Sexy Edition. Hype Over Fashion. Saturday, May 30th, 2026 at 440 S. Charlton Road, Stone Mountain, Georgia. Music by Fire Impact International, Alliance Family, DJ Reds, and Niggas British. Hype Over Fashion. Fire Feelings. Birthday Celebration. Spring Color Sexy Edition. On Saturday, May 30th. Doors open from 10 p.m. This event is sponsored by Shine Bright Promotion. Let's talk to things TV, FF Vibes Radio, and Eventually Consultancy.
Just fuck a girl from Brooklyn. Stush thing.
Legacy Tour coming to Atlanta.
Answer the question, are you in or your own? A bunny rabbit because you're up in a love.
June 6, 2026.
Who we got on that night?
Henrik Dewsbury.
And from the cross to the grave, and from the grave to the sky, we lift you up higher. Jesus,
Done
The way and fire.
we are the ones set apart. Oh yeah, longevity we pray for. We rap the kingdom forever. I said we are the ones set apart.
Anonymous.
Leave it out, they better hide away. Find some place, slide away. 66 loaded like right away. Hey, clap demons like back up, back up.
You know,
DJ Chosen,
DJ Glenn.
and a whole lot more.
Sophia Bryan. Renee Cullen.
Great and mighty, great and mighty is the Lord God, strong and mighty.
We want to big up Pastor Tito Paul, Pastor Angela Paul.
Yes, sir.
Big up the entire Power of Praise Ministry for hosting this tour. It's going to be a night where we glorifying God. Caribbean style. I know he's rock already. Christ and we can't stone, so we never quit.
Brick by brick, brick by brick. Christ and we can't stun, so we never quit.
Yo. I wanna be loved. Not for who you think I am, not what you want me to be. Real loving for me, real love. Want it? All right, good night, everybody. Hope everybody doing great. Hope everybody doing fine, man. How you guys doing? Yeah, it's Saturday night, it's the weekend, and I'm in. Yeah, I went out last night, but you don't know. They ain't tonight, then tomorrow is road again. You know what I mean? But for now, we inside. So big up everybody that definitely tuning in for the ones and threes. Definitely like up the live. See if I could find this thing. Yeah, like I said, guys, like up the live. I'm gonna run through some stuff tonight quick and fast. I don't know as we left on the end. Yeah. Anyway, we in the building, man. Y'all don't know what's going on. Big up to everybody. Hope everybody doing fine. Welcome down to the show. Yeah, man. Welcome down to the Real Talk Reasoning Show on Fire Feeling Clips TV. We in the building, man, and you don't know what's going on. Yeah, guys, you know everything already. We in the building and everything motion, everything right, everything good, and everything might. Up on the end, say some feel like just run some style for week. I don't know what's going on. It's Saturday night. We in the building. You know what I mean? So it's best we come and just give some vibe, because I'm in that mood to give some vibe, talk about something. Now they got a serious piece of shooting went down, whereby a woman is accused of shooting two attorneys at a courthouse. Now this is a piece of scene we're gonna run through, then we're gonna definitely go over to the guy in his thing, and then we're gonna run through a 2-hour thing with by ain't got no phone and all that kind of thing. It's simple. You know, and you could drop your comments. You see me? All right, so big up everybody. Welcome on to the show. Hope you guys doing good, man. Big up everybody in the chat. Madu, big up yourself. You don't understand? Big up sing. Yes, I'm a 12 soccer baby in the building. Hope everybody good. Shelly. And girl, good night to you. Yeah. As you rope in 1 by 1, 2 by 2, we got farther something persons on the check-in. So you don't know what's going on. We ain't speeding, we ain't rushing, we ain't fighting. You know what I mean? It is what it is at the end of the day. And you know how it is. How do we jump into this and go through some stuff, man? I don't know. We in the mood. It's Saturday night. Like up the live as you guys forward in. You don't know that's why we ask. So like up the live. A pleasant good night to you guys. It's the Memorial Week. So you don't know what's going on. Bag of things going on. A bag of things happening. But you don't know why it's not robot. I went out last night. Me food done hotting this morning. Because when I'm on, as a man when I go out, you know? Especially when I go out to the wifey, it's whining. I like that. I like wind up on my woman and them thing, you know? Because remember I go out for party, me go out for watch people. Maybe if I go out by myself, you don't know. I got them in my car, but I can dance some new meditation and move and, you know, because remember I go for have a fun time. Me ain't go at the people in party with stress. And there's something with people. You got enough people is want to go to people party, stress out. Stand up one place, face, la. You come tell to somebody event with you stress. You're supposed to come for enjoy yourself. Imagine you got about 5 to 6 person with stress out in you dance. It's done weights. Yeah, you might get 100 and something or more, but 5 to 6 person is weights. You know? So, yeah, man, when I go for enjoy myself, it's enjoy myself. I'm a fundamental guy. Anyway, don't waste no time. Let's jump into this season of the year where Lee went down. Let's get it.
Right now, the woman accused of shooting 2 Raleigh lawyers has been charged. This is Gwendolyn White. She's charged with 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder. White's accused of shooting Mary Harris and Jeffrey Whitley, both attorneys at Fox Rothschild. Police say White shot the two as they left the courthouse. We have live team coverage tonight. Carly Haynes has more details about the victims. We're going to go to Willie Danley here. He is live at the scene of the crime. And Willie, this shooting shocked downtown Raleigh today.
A shocking situation indeed, Gerald. We've been going through these documents. It all happened right here in this alley. We combed through the court documents to find out more about who Gwendolyn White is and what brought her here to the courthouse today. This is the moment 57-year-old Gwendolyn White was taken into custody after investigators say.
And imagine is a black woman, you know. It's a black woman. This is the thing what got me is saying, what? A black woman. You making ratty joke. I don't know what could have go into she head for shoot them people. Attempt murder. Is that?
She opened fire on 2 attorneys outside the Wake County Courthouse in downtown Raleigh. According to Raleigh Police Chief Rico Boyce, White became disruptive during a court hearing, left the courthouse, then returned with a gun.
The suspect got out of the vehicle, approached the 2 victims, shot both victims, and that's when the deputies and officers were able to take that suspect in custody.
Investigators say the shooting happened in broad daylight, just steps from one of the busiest government buildings in the city. Police say White was transported to a local hospital, but they haven't said exactly why. Now, White has been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder. Court filings show why a hearing over body camera video was so emotional. White claims the contents were linked to her mother's death, who died last year. After the gunfire, the heart of downtown Raleigh was transformed into an active crime scene for hours. Parts of Fayetteville Street were shut down as investigators marked evidence scattered across the ground. Police radio traffic captured what officers saw when they arrived.
Be advised, the crime scene stretches all the way to the east doors of the Justice Center. There's fragments right up against the door, approximately 4 right now. Everything's crime scene packed off and, like I said, standing by.
We have reached out to people who know White and also her attorney to find out more information about what led her to pull the trigger today. We are going to continue to follow her future court appearances. Willie Danley, WRL News in downtown Raleigh.
All right, Willie, we continue our coverage with Carly Haynes. She's live at Wake Med. Carly, what do we know about the victims' conditions tonight?
Gerald, we spoke with the father of Mary Harris. He said that she is out of surgery and she's recovering. We're still waiting to get an update on the condition of Jeffrey Whitley. The last we heard from Raleigh police, he is stable. 2 attorneys started their day in the courtroom and ended it in the hospital, shot while walking in this alley beside the courthouse. Mary Harris and Jeffrey Whitley both work for Fox Rothschild, seen here on the law firm's website. A new statement tonight from the firm's managing partner, writing in part, "We cannot adequately express our deep sadness and concern. The safety and well-being of our people is our highest priority."
It's just scary times right now.
Tanara Gibson was in another courtroom when the shooting started.
They were in the middle of cases and you just heard yelling and then just multiple shots. And then the sheriff started running out. You could hear over the radio they were saying shots fired.
Then the building went into lockdown. She took this video from the window, showing officers helping both Harris and Whitley. They're defense attorneys in a civil case in which the shooting suspect is the plaintiff. What happened by this building is sitting heavy with defense attorney Lee Turner, who was also inside.
Now when you hear those threats or you see someone arguing out in the lobby with their lawyer, which that does happen a lot, you got to wonder, are they going to run out to their car and wait for that lawyer to walk out of the courthouse?
And Fox Rothschild said that members of their national leadership team visited the Raleigh office today to provide on-the-ground support. Carly Haynes, WRL News, live in Raleigh.
Thank you, Carly. Reaction to the shootings is pouring in tonight. Both lawyers are representing Roseville police in the body camera case. The town released a statement which says, in part, this incident is deeply disturbing. We're thankful to the first responders who provided life-saving care and apprehended a suspect. Wake County DA Lauren Freeman released a statement shortly after 9 p.m. saying our courts are designed to be the place in our society where conflict is addressed in a peaceful and constructive way. When violence becomes part of that process, not only is it tragic for those involved, it creates harm to our collective ability to live in a community. Unfortunately, threats against courts, judges, and attorneys have become all too common. WRL is staying on top of this story. You can find our coverage on our website and on our YouTube page. There you'll find a story about the case that led to the shooting. Just search Courthouse shooting.
Look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God.
Well, we trying to find out this will really go down, because I know we know go down. Let me see.
You can count on.
A woman is in custody. This after police say she shot 2 attorneys outside of the Wake County Courthouse.
In just the last 10 minutes, we learned the identity of the suspect. Police say 57-year-old Gwendolyn.
Yo, big up to Shelly. You're right. Me go out for watch TV. You mad, I go out for enjoy myself.
White.
Wine up good and proper.
Got angry inside court, left and got a gun out of her car. 2 attorneys that were in the same court.
So basically, what's going on is, as we keep finding out every minute, and I think we get through it, is that she is them didn't see night eye. They didn't see night eye. It's still after this when the scene get out of hand. It's right, man. But it's crazy, though. You got patience, though. Now you can't do that. Got to got patience, bro. That's right. Got to got patience.
Courtroom were shot as they were leaving the courthouse. All 3 people are believed to be connected by a civil court case. We have team coverage tonight on how all of this unfolded, including the court case that was unfolding prior to the shooting.
A terrifying situation for so many people. WRL's Megan Cloherty starting our coverage tonight live from the courthouse. Megan, we need to start first with the victims and how they're doing. What do we know?
Dan, it's hard to say. We know that right after they were shot, they were both rushed into surgery. All of us, of course, are hoping for the best, but we have not gotten an updated condition on either of the attorneys, a man and a woman who were shot here just before 11 o'clock this morning. Let me show you the scene here. You can see behind me the Raleigh Police Command Center still set up. Obviously, all of Fayetteville Road blocked off, still bordered with this police crime scene tape. And just past the entrance to the Wake County Courthouse, there is an alley. Obviously, you can't see it. It runs parallel to the building. That is where the attorneys were shot, right by the entrance to the old courthouse. We have been out here all day long. There's been a number of reporters here trying to collect sound from witnesses, from people who were inside the courtroom at the time. And we actually were able to get some video of Gwendolyn White's arrest earlier today. She was arrested moments after she fired those shots. And we understand she was pulled back into the courthouse, where that was the closest lockup area that deputies knew about. So almost minutes after the shooting, she was in custody inside the Wake County Courthouse, where she was put in a locked cell. And of course, we understand she was then taken for some kind of medical treatment. We're not sure what that was, but authorities releasing her name tonight. Heidi Kirk has been down here live with me for most of the day, and she was tasked with finding out more about these attorneys, who they were, trying to reach out to family members. And Heidi, I know you spoke with one of the attorney's fathers. How is he doing? How is she doing right now?
Well, Megan, I think that everyone attached to this is really shaken up, and I want to mention something first. Just within the last few minutes, Raleigh police actually opened up this stretch of Salisbury Street where a lot of the police investigation this afternoon has been focused. You can see them here taking down some of that crime scene tape that is really spread across this area for most of the day. Now, of course, I want to get to that information that we're learning from the father of the female victim. Now, we have not gotten official confirmation from Raleigh police police on either victim's names, but that father did give us an update on the woman's condition. He said that she is currently in surgery, but told us that she is stable. So for now, of course, that is very good news. He did ask us not to report her name, so for the time being, we will not be doing that. We know the other victim in this case was a man. We also do not know his name. Now, we know both of them work for the law firm Fox Rothschilds LLP. They were representing Rollsville's police department here at the courthouse today. We talked to people who were inside the courthouse when the two people were shot, describing what they saw outside a window.
We was in court, and then we heard gunshots. So then the police rushed to the door. So we got up and looked out the window I was in courtroom 301. So from the window I was at, you could see like the lady laying.
The town of Rollsville has released a statement saying that they are deeply saddened by this, and they have worked with the law firm that both of these attorneys worked for decades now. We've yet to hear from the law firm itself, and we're still working to get an update, the latest update on both of these victims. Heidi Kirk, WREL News, live in downtown Raleigh.
Heidi, thank you. And back here at Fayetteville Street, where it is still marked off, we have Flynn Snyder, who's just a few blocks away from me, and he is working to learn more about Gwendolyn White, the woman who is suspected of firing these shots and hurting these attorneys today. Flynn is live there. Flynn, what have you been able to learn?
Megan, we are on the other side of the courthouse from where you are right now. Again, that suspect identified as 57-year-old Gwendolyn White. As part of the investigation, police have been focusing their efforts on a white car that's been parked outside of the courthouse all day today. It has White's name on the license plate there. Meanwhile, take a look at that dramatic cell phone video showing Raleigh police taking White into custody outside the courthouse after the shooting. Police say White is facing pending attempted murder charges. Earlier, Raleigh Police Chief Rico Boyce said that White and the two attorneys were involved in a heated hearing for a civil case on the 10th floor of the courthouse. We've been able to confirm this was a 4-year-old case involving White and Rollsville police over officer body cam video.
But this is the same thing 12 soccer baby. You understand? You getting in a heated argument with your lawyer is done one thing. But you shooting your lawyer is the next thing, because we know for a fact that they got sometimes, you know, the lawyer might piss you off and get you mad. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we is one thing happening we way, and then things can't happen in we way. You know, it's vice versa. But when you pull out a gun for shoot now, remember, you know, you done going to court. Heaven knows is who you going to court for. It's win or lose. Right? It's win or lose, but still like 12 soccer baby say. Right? If she wasn't going to jail for her case, she will definitely be going to jail now. Real thing. Should definitely get into jail now.
That's when Boyce says White became belligerent.
The suspect in this case became belligerent in court. That court case ended. The suspect left the courthouse, retrieved their vehicle, and returned back to the courthouse here on Fayetteville Street. The suspect got out of the vehicle, approached the two victims, shot both victims, and that's when the deputies and officers were able to take that suspect in custody.
And back live out here on Fayetteville Street, Boyce also clarified that during the hearing, White left on her own from the courthouse and came back in a vehicle before opening fire. It's unclear if that white vehicle that police are investigating now was the vehicle White returned in before police say she opened fire, or of course pushing for more details. We'll pass them along as we get them. For now, Megan, we'll send things back to you.
Flynn, thank you. And investigators have been working all day here to collect evidence. We have pictures from along that alleyway where the two attorneys were shot with multiple little cones that would mark where bullets had landed. They've been collecting evidence all day, coming back and forth into this truck, and of course, working around the crime scene itself. As for, the public, the courthouse closed down at 1 o'clock today, which obviously is unusual because of the situation at hand. And a lot of downtown is still a little bit difficult to navigate. So if you do have plans down here tonight, to keep that in mind. We'll, of course, be down here and updating this case throughout the evening for you. For now, live in Raleigh, Megan Cloherty, WRAL News.
That's the sound of an American oil company hard at work.
Well, too bad for she. I telling you, too bad for she. She does. They just say some of them is fed up of life. Literally fed up of life. This what them is do. You know what I mean? Yeah, buddy. She fed up of life. She must see ain't got no man. Don't stress out. We're going through whatever she going through. Children don't big already because she's 50 something. She done got children already done. She's done a grandmother, everything, so. You know? Yeah, Shelly faith and patience. Some people ain't got though. Them ain't got though. Aye. Anyway, let me jump straight over to Darwin Best. Let me hear what you're saying. On this sense.
Let me ask you guys a question. Does Guyana really have some stupid people? I didn't say it, but I heard the question being asked. I don't want to believe so. Guyana have some of the most brilliant minds.
Well, other people, you guys know the code go already. Big up to everybody that tune in. Please like up the live for me. That's what we're dealing with. That's what we're talking about. All right, let me get it back together.
Let me ask you guys a question. Does Guyana really have some stupid people? I didn't say it, but I heard the question being asked. I don't want to believe so. Guyana have some of the most brilliant minds. But why is it a country today with all the natural resources we have, you guys are sitting back and allowing us to be taken advantage, taken for a ride? Our young single mothers, our young girls, our young brothers are out there, brilliant minds, going to school, coming out with massive degrees. My daughter, 22 years old, just graduated as a nurse, lives by herself, pays a $300,000 rent, equivalent to Guyanese dollar, and a $300,000 car note by herself, without the help of her father or any man. Why can't that happen here? Per capita, the money that we're worth, when we look at the natural resource that we have in this country, we're probably one of the richest countries in the world. Why are we still building roads that look like dog shit? Why are we still building drains that you wouldn't even want your dog to walk next to? Why? Why is the corruption so rampant in this country? Why do we have to stand beside the road in 100-degree weather and protest for a bus driver to get $40 more per person? And the person that is traveling in the minibus can't pay it and the driver can't afford it. Why? We are now one of the fastest growing economy in the world. What have really changed in your life? 12,000 of you ran like fools to the conference center. Instead of standing outside and protest, you ran on the inside. And you're proud that 12,000 of you might get a contract because you only qualify. And that contract might be up to 15 million, because they didn't say all would be 15 million. But how many people live in Guyana? 900,000?
Pull up.
Let me ask you guys.
No, this man making sense with they're saying. You understand? There's a lot of sense that we're making with what he's saying. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell no lie, guys. Straight up.
Good question. Does Guyana really have some stupid people? I didn't say it, but I heard the question being asked. I don't want to believe so. Guyana have some of the most brilliant minds. But why is it
a country today with all the natural resources we have, you guys are sitting back and allowing us to be taken advantage, taken for a ride. Our young single mothers, our young girls, our young brothers are out there, brilliant minds, going to school, coming out with massive degrees. My daughter, 22 years old, just graduated as a nurse, lives by herself, pays a $300,000 rent, equivalent to Guyanese dollar, and a $300,000 car note by herself, without the help of her father or any man. Why can't that happen here? Per capita, the money that we're worth, when we look at the natural resource that we have in this country, we're probably one of the richest countries in the world. Why are we still building roads that look like dog shit? Why are we still building drains that you wouldn't even want your dog to walk next to? Why? Why is the corruption so rampant in this country? Why do we have to stand aside the road in 100-degree weather and protest for a bus driver to get $40 more per person, and the person that is traveling in the minibus can't pay it, and the driver can't afford it?
I tell you.
Why? We are now one of the fastest growing economy in the world. What have really changed in your life? 12,000 of you ran like fools to the conference center. Instead of standing outside and protest, you ran on the inside. And you're proud that 12,000 of you might get a contract because you only qualify. And that contract might be up to 15 million, because they didn't say all would be 15 million. But how many people live in Guyana? 900,000? How many people live in Guyana? So we have a $1.3 trillion budget, but we're bragging that 12,000 people is going to get, the small man going to get a contract. And the rest of it is going to go to the rich and friends. 12,000 of you got a contract. 12,000. Guess for how much? 15 million or less. What happened to the rest of the people in this country? Aren't they qualified? Are we going to give 12 more thousand next year? Guess how many people voted for the government? They can tell you. So forget the ones that didn't vote. Only 12,000 people? Only 12,000? From a $1.3 trillion budget? And we know they're going to be supplementaries. How? When are you guys going to wake up, people? What the hell is going on in this country? Why are we protesting for trucking? Why are we protesting for minibus? And we're not protesting that the bauxite is leaving this country, and we're still charging the same money we were charging 15, 20 years ago when we were a poor country. Why is it that we're still giving away all these natural resources? Why aren't we protesting that so our salaries can...
Refresh your page, because you might be in time. I see Shelly's still talking that she crazy, and we don't go far away. So refresh your page, you might be locking behind time little.
Be better. So our grandchildren can live a better life. Why aren't we protesting that? Why aren't we blocking the Demerara River to make sure no more bauxite leaves this country unless we get our fair share? Why aren't we blocking the airport? No more gold leave this country unless we get our fair share. Why aren't we? That's what we need to protest. Why aren't we protesting the failure under Minister Edgil? Every part of the country, there's contract being wasted. $1 billion here, $1 billion here, 1.5, and it's left unfinished. How many contracts have we seen for over $1 billion that is left undone or has to be redone? $13 billion on the Hero Highway, we have to recap it. Who's paying for that? How do you take home a better salary? How do you take care of your children? How do you take care of your family? And you're sitting there and you're okay with it.
Yeah, man. Straight to the man that's saying. You know what I mean? And these are the things we're talking about, what happening and going on in the country of Guyana. An oil-rich country. $40 no. The bus fare raising is not $200 more, $400 more, nothing like this. That's a $40 more it might be. Because it's supposed to be a $20 every month the government say or something like that. Or every year, or every month, or every year. Yeah, every year. Decide, man. It's facts.
And it's left unfinished. How many contracts have we seen for over $1 billion that is left undone or has to be redone? $13 billion on the Hero Highway. We have to recap it. Who's paying for that? How do you take home a better salary? How do you take care of your children? How do you take care of your family? And you're sitting there and you're okay with it. Does Guyana really have some stupid people? Or not? You know, the definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over and expecting a different result.
Yeah, man.
The reason Azadine Mohammed is the leader of the opposition today is because Guyanese are sick and tired of the politics that we've been rotating. The same set of politicians, they jump from one side to the next and tell you stories. When you look at the lineup you saw the other night, I could tell you why they crossed out. You know why? You can see half of them need a proper pair of shoes to wear. They're not accustomed to nothing. So almost something makes them excited. They wanted power to benefit themselves, not the people. You know why? I'm going to call on Nigel Hughes. Where are you? You wanted to be the presidential candidate. So because you didn't make the presidential candidate, you've just decided you don't have a voice anymore? Amanza, you're bragging today. Oh, I was able to reopen Parliament. But you are a disgrace to the people. You know why? I sat next to you. Francis sat next to you. We made you. We put you in that seat. And you are calling on the government now let me demand of them to hold Parliament. But we're demanding of you to share the seat with Francis the way you were supposed to. But this is not about you. Where's the opposition leader? You publicly said, I'm going to work with all the opposition to be able to hold the government accountable. Where are you? You're fighting to the left, for opposition all over the place. No consistency. Why can't we focus and hammer home a point and hold the government accountable? Why is it that you are protesting chicken over there, the next one is protesting beef over there? Where is the unity? Isn't it all a problem? Isn't it all about the people of this country? Or not? Are we fighting for ourselves or are we fighting for the people? Because if we're fighting for the people, then everything that's a problem should matter across the board.
Real talk.
If cost of living is a problem, it is not Azadine Mohammed, the opposition leader. It's the opposition problem. So because Azadine touched it, BPAC shouldn't. Because BPAC touched it, what are we doing as a people?
Yeah, there's what it's not no lie. It's not no lie. It's not no lie, buddy. VPAC talking facts. Because there's something that I observe. Things that Azadine gonna touch, you would see VPAC touch it. But you won't see Azadine, the Win Party touch, but nothing what VPAC touch. You know what I mean? And there's this segregation going on still within the realms with politics, with the politics world. You know what I mean? Kingston. You understand? Real talk.
How is it that we are sitting there saying we want...
Madu said there's no unity in the opposition parties. Real talk, buddy. And this is why I keep telling people, this is why it's frightening. Because whether you twist it and turn it, when you really look, it's like some of them does step on the money. And this is why I keep saying, everybody want the first seat. When we was talking about everybody should come together, Amanza be this, Azadine be there, and think, you mad. Them ain't got nobody. Everybody want to be the president. Azudine want to be the president. Amanza want to be the president. Whoever scrap, if critics could get a chance to be the president, he now will try to be the president. Oh, like, yo, does fucking imagine critics as Guyana president? Oh, squant. Oh, nah. It's the other day they come across me, man, and I started, hey, imagine critics as Guyana president. Nah, boy, black people dead. Black people dead. Black people doom. I telling you, black people doom. I tell you, the feds them would go for coming or something. Because black people definitely doom.
Better. But the better, basically, we are not prepared to be better. Greed, power. That's what everybody wants. Camera, take a picture with me. Do you see me there? I was standing there. No. When someone elects a leader, a president, you are there to manage not your wealth, the people's wealth. You're there to do the people's work. Guys need to start understanding the power of their vote. Let me ask.
You know what I mean? Straight up. 12 soccer baby, no joke. Imagine critics as the president of Guyana, people dead. Oh my God, hungry belly. All them hungry belly and low life dead. Oh God. You know, all of the black people them is hungry belly and low life in he terms. In he mind. That is crazy. I want to show it to Miss Shirley Campbell dropping that $20 super chat donation. You say? You say? And this is why they're saying there's no unity within the parties, them indeed. Don't to not no one be the president. You think you want to give anybody the presidency? Why everybody can't come together as one? You know what I mean? What really? Y'all do one another so that y'all can't see what going on by. This thing is not friend and tie up and wrap up on them thing. This thing is about the people. And the only way this thing could get more louder, it loud, but it isn't so loud, is if all of we come together. Loud, it must deaf them. Madu said, come on folks, give Shelly a thumbs up. It's what Ross is that. Like is Shelly doing it? Like the show, is Shelly doing the show? Madu's freaking trouble. Is that? No joke. It's enough free. Is that, man? Aye. Hey, making joke at this place. Hold on there. Running through some stuff here, I don't know.
Course, this big benefit that they say they got is the rich people them benefit out of it. The poor people don't get nothing. Just take for instance, you mind your chicken, you're paying X amount of dollar for the feed, when you sell it you can't make the money because the chicken is cheap and the feed is expensive. Just like the
Did
cat.
you know, I don't know if you saw, we've been following this, but are you aware that our government would have invested in a feed stock facility in Berbice? Are you aware? Over $2.6 billion. Now, of our taxpayers' money. Now, they build a silo, they build maybe a road, and they created this area for a farm for investors locally to grow soya, to be able to bring the cost of feed down for the Guyanese people. And their own words said that once this investment is on stream, we will now be able to benefit from cheaper feed. They then came back after and bragged that we just exported our first soya. Nothing to the fact that how much they give Guyana. So the question we should be asking, who is repaying that $2.7 billion, or if there is any amount of export tax being charged to these investors since the soya is no longer for Guyanese.
Listen to me.
Hold on, let me give you one more piece of it. Sitting down, make sure the chair is strong. Some of the people that are benefiting from that $2.7 billion is also benefiting from duty-free to import chicken feed. So if you have the same man benefiting from soya to export from a 2.7 billion investment, is also given duty-free to bring in chicken feed, and is also one of the biggest chicken farmer in Guyana, how is it that you, the small man, who have to now buy from the same people that were growing, were importing, and were rearing their own chicken, what is left for the normal people like yourself?
Most of this big benefit that they say they got is the rich people them benefit out of it. The poor people don't get nothing. Just take for instance, flour milling right in Guyana, we get in the middle in. They're taking that middle in certain time a year or certain time a month, and they're sending it to Trinidad. To Trinidad make feed for their livestock. We in Guyana get nothing. What are we going to feed up?
I'm telling you, boy. You see, this why it's like these things is really highlight and show up. You understand? It rough. Remember know what?
For like stop with. When you go to the store, you can't get none. Money talk and bullshit walk. Who get money, you could travel. You get nothing.
Cat eat your dinner.
Yes.
Cat eat your dinner.
Sometimes more than cat too. Horse. This big benefit that.
You understand? More than cat eat your dinner. You making joke? It's rough in Guyana, boy. You understand? You got depth on your eats. got really focused. You see it? Because me is not a, why them do shit though? I is not a farm man, a chicken man, but me didn't even know so much persons suffering from this seen as chicken people, you know what I mean? Real thing. That's right, man. Real talk. It's like, you see, it's large cases of high power rifle seized by police. The Guyana Police Force is investigating a discovery of 10 AK rifles that were found on February May the 22nd during the operation conducted along the 11 Village Public Road, Quarantine, Borbees. Police ranks were conducting a stop and search execution along the Borbees River Bridge access road between 1 hour and 3:30 hour when a black Toyota folder wagon was stopped. However, the driver reportedly speed away from the scene. Action on identification received ranks later conducted a search along the 11 Village Public Road where 10 AK rifles was discovered, weapon in plastic and cloth. Further investigation led to the identification of the driver of the Toyota folder wagon as a 33-year-old taxi driver from Golden Fortune, West Bank, Demerara. The suspect was later intercepted at Nicola's East Coast, Demerara, in the said vehicle. There's real power rifle, but you see it, it's like, man. What I'm saying, the East Coast said in the said vehicle and taken into custody. Additional at about 18 hours of motor car SS42 72, a white Toyota Ronex suspected to have been involved in the transporting the firearms was found abandoned on 2nd Street, Savannah Park, New Amsterdam, Berbice. Suspect remains in custody. Investigation continues. It's crazy. Oh. Aside my 10 AK-47. I tell you, guns is, when you think guns going into, when you hear them thing with guns going in Jamaica and guns thing, you know how much guns is coming in Guyana? Real guns is coming in this country. Let me see if I could ever show you guys what's going on. That's right, man. Real guns, eh? Hold on there. You know what I mean? So, real guns. Anyway, as you move along, yeah, guys, I say, guys, big up everybody that is in the building. Please like up the live. Like up the live, please. Please give the video a thumbs up. You guys know we're doing it over here today. You see it? Yes, shopping if you have one. You see it, man? What the ass is this? Anyway,
and student Miss.
we continue, guys. You know it goes ready. Please like the live up. Yeah, man, like up the live.
Bullying and student misbehavior in schools across Guyana have become a major concern, with President Finale revealing that hundreds of incidents have already been reported nationwide. Speaking during a press conference at State House on Friday, the president said there have been 353 reported incidents of misbehavior in schools across the country. According to the president, Region 4 recorded the highest number of reported cases, accounting for 41% of the incidents, while Region 6 had the second highest number.
Region 3, the third highest. Region 5, the fourth highest. And Region 10, the fifth highest. And of course, a lot of this is because of population. The schools that we have had.
Yo, Carla, you ain't saying no lie. Carla, you must big up yourself. You're not lying. And I always tell them though. You see it, man? Anytime you see a shipment or anything, fine. And it has happened with weed, it has happened with drugs, and it is definitely happened with guns. It has happened with anything illegal. And I believe though, till God come for your world, I believe though. I can always stand on though. You see it, man? Real talk. Anytime you see then a bus like this here, so where you gonna find some fucking 10 key like this here, then you're gonna find, you see them gonna bust some 100 and something kilo, and then some 100 and something pound. Then you got wondering, oh yeah, but never ever take God out of your thoughts. The big shipment done past Chungan. Don't know it's just a distract. You know what they say with distraction? You know it's distraction? This is called distraction. Understand? Anyway, this next video you see the president said that how, you know, as we could see every day is a school scene, a school fight, a school this, a school that, the school children them getting out of hand. Let's get this, guys. President said bullying in schools is a major problem.
Bullying and student misbehavior in schools across Guyana have become a major concern, with President Finale revealing that hundreds of incidents have already been reported nationwide. Speaking during a press conference at State House on Friday, the president said there have been 353 reported incidents of misbehavior in schools across the country. According to the president, Region 4 recorded the highest number of reported cases, accounting for 41% of the incidents, while Region 6 had the second highest number.
Region 3, the third highest. Region 5, the fourth highest. And Region 10, the fifth highest. And of course, a lot of this is because of population. The schools that we have had higher levels of challenge was Diamond Secondary, Soesdijk Secondary, East Rumveld Secondary, Linden Foundation Secondary, Kanji Secondary, and Bartika Secondary, in terms of the most and the reports on the consistency. Now, this, of course, has become a very complex issue. We see rising gang activity, increased substance use and vaping, cyberbullying on social media, and this is a major escalation in the entire school system. And we are launching the public consultation. Remember, we promised this in the manifesto, a public consultation on cyberbullying and social media. So we are launching this. Teachers, parents reporting the increasing and alarming nature of cyberbullying on social media that lead to consequential effects in the school system. And we have seen that these even extend beyond the compounds of the schools.
President Ali said the issue of bullying in schools is a significant challenge that requires greater national attention and intervention. As part of efforts to address the problem, President Ali said his administration will introduce several initiatives.
So we have launched a series of initiatives that would allow greater coordination among agencies, more counseling services, have a standardized referral system. And that is why the AI is important in helping us to address predictable behavior and behavioral patterns so we can be more proactive.
The president also pointed to another challenge within the education sector, noting that the majority of teachers are women.
One of the other challenge we have is the majority of teachers in the school system are women. So the male are falling back out of teaching. So we have to find a mechanism to give our female teachers that support in the system. More school monitoring, investment in security cameras, implementing in high-risk area, maybe a scanner system, small scanners for bags and so on. The heavy investment in counseling, coaching, and the building out of Scouts program in different schools, especially some targeted schools.
Bullying and student misbehavior in schools across Guyana have become a major concern, with President Finale revealing that hundreds...
Well, why knowing that is that it starts from home. Understand? It starts from home. Enough of these children them is got, most of these children them is got some bad man family. It's either the family, especially the girl child them, it's either some way they live into, whereby is cuss out every day, abuse, fight. Everybody trying to play this badness. You know what I mean? And you see certain things, you be like, what? Like, go around with these young girls. Like, just go to school, have fun, do your schoolwork, try to be somebody great. No. You got to size up for beat some girl, and if some girl says some this, you feel like, you know what I mean? You big, bad, and brave, and nobody can this. And where's the scene? Where's be all of for? Why you always got, like, come on. It's bullshit, boy. It's bullshit. Because y'all just, stressing out your parents at the end of the day. It's either they gotta come and bail y'all or something. It's foolishness. Jah knows. That the behavior of them students is not nothing normal. Ain't nothing normal. Anyway, touch on this here, so. Now this fella here says the man will come and expose everything about the human trafficking with the Indians them. You understand the way we're going on? You got everybody will tune in. Yeah, Shelly, young people different. Young people totally different. You say it, man. Real talk. He's cheering them in. It's crazy. There's the same thing I said to have soccer baby. Children follow what they see at home. Yes. How you think? And this is why I keep saying, how you think I tell y'all I was going down the road because I grew up in a neighborhood. It's like, do you see me cousin them doing them things? I say, okay. I going down the road. And when I go down the road, one time I sit down and I say, you know something? Me neighbor got for them looking over me back every day. So indeed we are saying, and that's the same thing I said. That because I know I could speak up on, remember all of we was young. All of we was young. Me judging nobody, whatever you do when you was a youngster growing up, there's you and God. You say there's you and God. They ain't got nothing to do with me. But all of we got to remember we was young and we was in the same class. Whereby none of we follow friends. None of we do enough struminous. So we could speak up on certain things because everybody was young before they get old. Because like I said, I told some children don't go to school to study. They go to get a good, to study, to get a good education. They go to raise money. I think them girls is go for dress up and there's how it is to who dress up the cleanest, who got the cleanest fine pants, who got the shortest skirt, the neatest skirt, and wearing the name brand boots. And you know, yeah, there's what going on. It's Daisy Pre right now. Nobody there upon education. You could tell them children, but education is the key to success. Where? What part education is the key to success? Anyway, let me listen to this one here.
Good evening. I wanted to address what the media and the general public would want to know about this appalling case of worker abuse at Batavia in Region 7 involving the company which goes by the name of EKAAHRIM Earth Resources. I listened to the Minister of Labour and Manpower Planning today, and immediately I had concerns about what was being alleged and how the investigation was going. One of the questions that was put to the Minister was this whole issue of the retention of passports. Now, whenever it is passports are kept by any employer of an employee, that's usually a classic sign of human trafficking. And, this government would be well aware of that because over the years it had become well acquainted with what the U.S. State Department was deciding as it relates to human trafficking here. So nobody is saying that that's the only sign of human trafficking, but it is usually one of the classic signs. And that would be one of the first things that investigators look for. And so when the minister was asked about this, the minister said that the company had denied this. But in the same breath, or in a statement that he had issued, he had succeeded in having the passports returned.
You said, man, you know the word dictatorship, contradict. I hate the dick thing. Like, why them had to make a word with dick? Dicking inside it, like dictatorship, contradict. You said, man. But you guys know, this to show you the government really think Guyanese people stupid. And back in the days, the world wasn't looking in as much as the world looking in now. You see? because like the man said, it's human trafficking. But when the minister was asked, he couldn't give a proper answer. He said that they ain't got nothing to do with her. But still end up giving the man them back the passport. So y'all didn't take the passport, but y'all give back the man the passport. You understand? Hey Shelly, you don't know me thing already. This is how we as DJs or selectors, this is how we roll. It's not something weird. It's like, but it's crazy.
By the company to the workers. So who had the passports? If they didn't have the passports, well, how did he have them returned to workers? And if they were in possession of the passports, yes, they did have control over those. And that's a classic sign of human trafficking. And that's prima facie, and the minister would know this, prima facie grounds for beginning a very urgent investigation along the lines of human trafficking and questioning the various people and having them spoken to, involving the police and so on. I also got the impression from the minister's presentation, and this is what the media is going to want to have to address. You know, he was saying the company is saying one thing and the workers are saying another thing. So that's fine, but the minister would know that the weight of evidence in any kind of investigation is credibility. So if you have the company saying no, but if you have maybe 3 people on the other hand saying yes, and you know we can have tests and these are our statements. I think clearly the investigators would have a difficult time trying to excuse the company's version of this. So, you know, that's one of the things that the media is always concerned about, that is officialdom, and certainly in cases where they seem to want to sort of downplay or go lightly on people who are known to be associated with the government, and that the government has a sort of like a vested interest in how things go. So it was not a very reassuring statement from the minister. And I'd like to see how this plays out now, because there are certainly supposed to be nearly 3,000 people or more who are willing to testify to the conditions that they complained of. And so this is something that has to be addressed in a certain serious way. So we'll wait to see what happens, but the media obviously would want to know more from the minister about his investigation and his findings, and how he intends to treat the statements by 3,000 people. I mean, will those 3 statements be equivalent to a denial from the company, or those 3,000 statements will clearly show what had been happening at this site? So, you know, it's very important that this thing be taken to its finality and be fully investigated. And, you know, these are very serious allegations. And after it was addressed by the opposition leader, it was only after then that the ministry got involved and then issued a statement in which it said that it acted on an investigation received. So clearly it's sort of like a reactive thing. It seemed to have had no information about this, and I'll come to that later. But it said, that you know, the investigation had been launched following alleged labor and occupational safety and health violations, and there was a subsequent meeting with the acting High Commissioner of India to Guyana, and then there was a general meeting with 38 Indian nationals, and they were given an opportunity to lodge their complaints. They raised the issue of passports, and as a result, this is what the ministry's release said. As a result of the intervention made by Minister Griffith, that matter has already been rectified and the passports have been returned to the workers. So like I said, the company was in the possession of the passports, no one else. And the company holding on to passports is usually a very bad sign. The statement further went on to say that the ministry's investigation will continue and allegations relating to wages, working conditions and the general welfare of the workers will be addressed. The ministry is also aware of allegations concerning the reported death of a worker on May 12, 2026, which will form part of the ongoing investigation. Now, that is also another very important area that the media and the public would want to know about. It is quite possible that this man died from natural causes, but it's also possible that this was an occupational health and safety casualty, and that maybe this man had working conditions that led to this situation. The minister's statement said a joint team of officers from the Ministry of Labour and Manpower Planning, Guyana Police Force, Trafficking and Persons Unit, under the Ministry of Home Affairs and other relevant authorities had been mobilized to conduct inquiries and assess the situation. this statement, of course, had come after a statement from We Invest in Nationhood, which addressed how the leader of the opposition and others had met the workers. And a press release from that party had listed, based on what the 38 Indian nationals said, a series of issues. No pay slips being issued, no assurance that PAYE and NIS deductions were remitted, no overtime payment for hours worked beyond their normal schedule, 12-hour shifts 6 days per week, workers being placed in a quote-unquote jail for even the smallest mistakes, unlawful coercion, including a contract clause requiring workers to pay US dollars $5,000 to the company if they wish to leave their job, or even if the company terminated their contract, deduction of money from the workers as security bond, allegedly poor quality food served to the workers, no health facilities at the quarry, and no transportation to evacuate sick workers. They also said that the tragic death of Mr. Sekar Chetri was caused by what they described as the inhumane and strenuous work conditions enforced by the company. They also alleged unsanitary living conditions with overflowing septic tanks. So there is a lot to investigate there. And, you know, it raises the question, if these things were so serious, how was all of this not known to anybody, none of the regulatory bodies over the period? And we're talking here first, the Ministry of Labor, the Chief Labor Officer, the Ministry of Home Affairs, which has responsibility for things like human trafficking and work permits and things like that, the Ministry of Human Services, the Trafficking in Persons Unit, and also the Tushao of Batavia, because clearly the Tushao is in charge of the village. He can see what is going on. It is unclear whether or not he reported any of this to the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs, the National Tushaos Council, or anybody else. And there's also the Region 7 administration, which should also be paying attention to this type of matter. So all of these things are very serious because they either underline that the system is not working and that there are issues and gaps. And
man, showing you clear how the system fuck up.
And people who are favored get away with things which ordinarily should be known and apprehended and prevented from continuing. And, you know, so that's one of the other things that you would want to know about these regulatory agencies. This company was set up, or this operation at Batavia started in January 2023, a blaze of, you know, fanfare and ceremony. I think the president attended the launching of the quarry, and, you know, there were a lot of promises of the company would try to improve the circumstances of the village, and there'd be downstream jobs and various other benefits from this thing. And in one of the original stories on the launching that had been run by Sabbath News when it was commissioned, when the quarry was commissioned, we had reported that only 15 jobs had been available to local workers, and that there had been an expectation from Batavia that more locals would be employed with the company. So that's one of the other things that I haven't seen mentioned by anybody, and is a very serious and important thing that, you know, the media and the general public should be interested in. All of this talk about local content and creation of local jobs and so on, you have given a company permission to come in and mine an important natural resource, rocks in a quarry. And lo and behold, we've now discovered that there are 38 Indian nationals working in the quarry. So what about Guyanese people? What about people from Batavia? What about people from outlying villages in the area? Why were they not given jobs at this quarry? Who gave permission for 38 Indian nationals to come in here to essentially do quarry work that has been going on here for decades with Guyanese? And so that's the other part of it that has just really not been mentioned. Is it fine for the government to just simply to allow an operation like this to start up without any kind of consideration of, well, really you should be employing local people? You have access here to an important natural resource, and you're going to be extracting and you're going to be selling stone and other quarrying material. But why is it you need to import? Because obviously that is going to be a more expensive thing, or it may create conditions where workers could achieve or receive less than if they hired locals. But locals should have been given priority. So the other question that hasn't been answered at all is, who gave permission for 38 Indian nationals to be brought in to work as quarry workers on this thing? That should not have been the case. I mean, they're here and obviously they've experienced difficult circumstances and one must be sympathetic to that. But the other question that has not been answered is, who gave them permission to come in? Why did the Ministry of Home Affairs do this? Did they not assess whether or not quarry workers were available at Batavia and nearby areas? Because Guyanese need jobs, and clearly we need to have that available. So all of this talk by the government about creating jobs for locals, that isn't the case here. They allowed a foreign company to come in, have access to your natural resources, and then they import their workers. That cannot be a good deal. So I just hope that all of these questions are going to be answered, but I really would like to know how the government is going to weigh a statement by a company denying things that have been clearly stated by many workers, and how that is going to work out, because clearly those workers, before they're repatriated, will be required to give statements, and if they stick to their story, maybe some of them might be dissuaded, but even if you have 12 or 15 of them issue solid statements saying this is what happened, I want to see how the minister is going to be sort of like to kind of try to mitigate what the company should be charged or accused of, and we see how that's going to go. But I was not assured by his statement today. It seemed to want to dance between the raindrops, and that I hope is something that, you know, the media will be able to continue to press him on, and we'll be able to see the results of this investigation. Thank you for listening. Good evening. I wanted to address what the media and the general public would want to know.
So basically, you're clear there. You understand? Just like a baby said, the system will disappear. And then they will have no case. The statement will disappear and then they will have no case. Thanks, sorry. I just thought how they know, but ignore it. Carla, I want to know why the PPP called employed Indian national and not local citizen. But this is what I try to tell them man, bring them man on a slave out. This is what I got a feeling. It's a slave out scene. Them man bring them man upon. Remember, them man see they went to nail up flag, put up post on all these things. Yeah, baby. So from you doing these things, is all them thing them man got them there 3 years. Them man bring them in and got them walking. But them man deal with them different. Like I said, so we need to get FBI or Scotland Yard investigating this matter. Real thing, bro. You said me? Because they got a lot of persons making deal and all these kind of thing. In the country which me like it, but guess what? Enough people feeling it. There's enough wrongdoing going on. There's enough wrongdoing going on. No joke. You say? Yeah, man, it's enough. Enough. Quant. Excuse me. There's the man finger by what? Squanty by what? This make me skin grow by. Oh my God. This is the man what Muhammad say you finger get your 4 finger cut off. Oh, you 4 finger cut off by? Really rest is this? Oh no, mama. Thank God is 1 finger he lose by. It's all 4 of the man finger gone. Cut off till the bottom tone. I said cut off a piece. Yeah, buddy. they was brought here for do work for PPP where there's vote and all them thing. But even if they come for vote, right? Remember them answer them that 3 years. So it can't be no vote, them and vote. Them and vote ever since mostly when they come, it went in power. Because them man said 3 years then they there. Yeah, Shelly, 4 finger gone. Watching at the finger and I saying to myself, one. Imagine it's just one, me thumb, all I go, you got thumb this, me thumb come off. You understand? It's me thumb come off. But what? He can't do nothing there. Except scratchy he back with the thumb or scratchy face. I still could hold something or something. He can't hold nothing in there. Decide, man. For real. Make one thing and just amputate the whole, the top part of the hand and just done. Just gone, man. It's crazy. This must be them man sleeping or something. There's the food them man eating. Must see days of them trying to turn it into India. So I'm like, what the? What kind of food is Dubai? Bro, me never want to eat though. Me never want to eat though, bro. What is it to swallow? Me never want to eat though. If somebody come and say, what's the name of the dish? If it look disgusting, it look real disgusting. Jeez. This mama passed away. It look like dog food. Yeah. Shelly, you ain't easy.
Jack Dio, you the saying the other day that Mohammed ain't got sense, but you ain't got no fucking sense, Jack Dio. Jack Dio, you big and stupid. Here how I know you big and stupid. When you was the president, people apply since then for land. And look how much years pass and then get the land yet. But you get some outreach program now for the same people that to retire without a land and renting because you didn't give them a land. You got some outreach program for they got to you and beg you for something now. Don't for show you big and stupid because if you really want people love you, unconditionally, you dey give every human a land. Because if you ask any soul on this world, like what is it they really want, is their own resting place. They want their own land. They want relax. They want somewhere for plant. Jack, you're big and fucking stupid. How you in know though? How you in know though? What you feel people want? Why you in feel you should just start share out the land? It's God land. Why you selling God land? You selling God land. You come like the fucking devil, Jack Dio. Why you selling God land? Is you holding back the party, you know? Is you got people looking racial and all them thing, you know? Because you there on the evil side. I sure all you want is freedom. You want you just dead behind them. Why you on turn? Why you choose to be general secretary and you didn't choose to be Ali wife? That's what you should try to be the wife of the president, to keep close to you, because you want to keep close to the president. You're a real puss, so big man. Jack.
I ain't telling you, boy. Sad man ain't play with Jack Dio. Sad man ain't play with Jack Dio. Sad man deal with Jack Dio wicked. Wicked. Hey boy, Jack Dio get wicked. You know about hey boy. Like trouble this man thing. Like trouble. It's right, man. You like trouble the man thing. You got looking for some kind of sentence. Some kind of sentence you got there looking for. Cause me understand. Where is it with the but the man robbing? The man is terror Jack Dio for the past. I don't know, I can't remember his real name, but the man is more the Jack Dio by. That's right? Cause I said I am not hearing exactly how the man lost his finger. None of we in here know he lost his finger. But the main factor them saying is operation, he went working. So we really know where he feel of working. If he went handling a cutter or wherever is it, wherever is he seen. And they supposed to know by now because Muhammad died in their ass. So I don't think they should be keeping nothing from Muhammad. They should just come out and be real and straight and plain. You know? Yeah. Because I'm telling y'all, it don't make sense. Hi, baby. Driver hold it gun point. It's right, but big up everybody that tuning in on the ones and trees. We got 15 more minutes in here, and then we gone. Let's come for rock with you for 2 hours. You know what I mean? Gonna try to come back tomorrow any day, because Monday morning you don't know we're there on the station. What's happened? All right. All right, let me jump into some more stuff, man. Yeah, I don't know where now. We got 15 minutes in the building. All right. Like how the live guys, yeah, I don't know it go already. What's up? Where what? And we got into this 1 minute here, so quick and fast. Daddy coming for your soda.
only for the two sides to remain far apart.
Shots was fired. You know me, that's crazy though. Mm-hmm. And start to report drives for cover. What's that? Reporter dives for cover as dozens of gunshots ring out outside White House. So me know really happened there, but it kind of crazy. You know what I mean? That is nuts. What going on there? So big up everybody that definitely tune in for the ones and threes and fours. You guys know how we doing it, so it's over zeros. We over zeros. Oh yeah, something you want to see.
Viewers and subscribers, welcome to Guyanese News, your favorite YouTube channel. We're back again with another informative video about beautiful Guyana. Sheriff Amir Ahmad might be going to jail because of a huge fraud case, billion-dollar fraud case with the NIS was uncovered. We are going to give the public the full details. Plus, we are going to address how the Guyana Police Force foiled a big bank robbery that's supposed to happen in Bordeaux after discovering about 6 AK. Yes, you are going to be astonished to hear what is going on in Guyana. Before we start, if you're new to this YouTube channel, please press the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section. You can also become a member. Guyanese News. Sheriff Amir Ahmad is the CEO of Sheriff, and there is huge discrepancies in the Sheriff company, as you could see on your screen right now. People is alleging that Sheriff Ahmad, the owner, the CEO of Sheriff, defrauded billions of dollars from NIS. The reason why this conclusion, it is running rampant on social media that Sheriff, the CEO, might be arrested. He is a close friend of the top people them in the country. But because of this case, he might be facing jail time. What they are saying, numbers of employees that are working with the sheriff group, deduction is coming out of their salary for NIS. But when time to go to NIS for do transaction, their name is not on the list. Hundred of workers. So if you could check the amount of money every single fortnight or monthly that sheriff deducting from these workers' pay and say it given to NIS, is pocketing the money, and that is fraud. Huge fraud. NIS is a serious company. A lot of businessmen collecting money from workers and not giving the money to NIS, frauding out the government and the poor workers. So right now, the Guyana Police Force is going to start the investigation against Amir Ahmad. This is on social media running rampant right now. That the CEO Amir Ahmad, he have a billionaire brother who is living in America, who Travis Chase is claiming is a con man. Forget them wealth what you have. You have to con out a set of people. And right now, Sheriff Amir Ahmad, the CEO of Sheriff, is falling close to that tree. And according to the news, he might be arrested for fraud and many more charges. Viewers and subscribers, Guyanese News is here to deliver the news that every Guyanese deserves. This kind of news do not be on the official news broadcast because most of those news broadcasts are compromised. But Guyanese News is not compromised. So support this YouTube channel by becoming a member. Give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section. Why so many businessmen collecting NIS money and then not giving NIS the money? When a black filler wagon drove off after seeing a police roadblock at Borby's Bridge. And according to the police, intelligence-led information make them find the vehicle, and during the search of this vehicle, 6 or 7 AK was discovered. The person tried to escape but was intercepted on the east coast at Nabakalis and is presently in police custody. So right now, why would 7K be going up to Borbies? The comment section is going rampant and they are claiming the reason why this 7K was going up to Borbies was to commit the bank robbery that happened years ago. That was the reason why. But the intelligence-led operation by the police foiled this whole drama. Just imagine if this kid is meeting Barbies, what would have been the outcome? So presently, there is someone, the driver, is in police custody, assisting with the investigation. Viewers and subscribers, this is a serious matter. Where did this firearm come in the country? How this happened? But the Guyana Police Force on a Saturday, when they feel like police is not working on and the police are home drinking and having a nice time, then go smuggle this K up to Barbies. But the police was right there to intercept this firearm and make an arrest. That is the reason why there are some good police officers. Viewers and subscribers, like I stated, the comment section is running rampant. Then claim this was the staging of another bank robbery in Borbies. Leave your comment in the comment section. Good work on the Guyana Police Force. Because you have to remember today is Saturday, you know. They really feeling could have get away. But the Guyana Police Force is right there. So when the driver see the roadblock, he drive to another street with speed and he escape. But the police pursue and did the investigation. That is why this firearm was recovered. And the person in custody is going to call name. And a lot more people is going to be arrested. This is Guyanese News, where we deliver unbiased, unfiltered news about Guyana. Like, subscribe, and share.
Apparently you can go from 0 to a complete site in just a...
And I telling you, the fucking, hey. Sad man said there was to get some bank robbery. I don't know where he's get the file them from, but you know. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, that's crazy. His families and friends in here in. You see it? No joke, but big up everybody that definitely tune in, man. It's a part I gone. I gotta catch some rest. I gotta wake up tomorrow. Tomorrow is Guyana Day in Atlanta, Georgia, so gotta take the kids them to Atlanta. Tomorrow is Guyana Day in Atlanta, so I gotta take the kids them to Guyana Day. Go and thing and then bring them back home. And then later on in the evening, I got to all white for touchdown upon. Cause you know they're in the promoting mood. I got a few more days before my big party. What going on? I got a few more days, and then it's party on. So big up everybody that definitely tune in. Love you guys. Stay safe, stay blessed. You understand? Until next time, you don't know we're gonna catch up. Love you, man.